At the Croven's Gate Steamworks, they were constructing a mysterious new engine that Ivan Ferrier was working on with his good friend Tom Raut. They were making basically twin engines using spare parts they could find around. By the 1970s, the remaining slate quarry, the Blue Mountain Quarry, was drying up and began to go bust. Merrick and Owen were dismantled and taken away, and are now at the Croven's Gate Mining Museum in mostly rebuilt condition. And the quarry would be cleared out before becoming an MOD base. By 1978, the quarry was completely closed forever and became a Ministry of Defense base. And the line was completely closed off with a double-gated fence. Now, as I discussed in my iceberg video, there's a strange black diesel that runs this area. When engines come up for occasion, they leave their trucks at the gate and scurry away in fear as a mysterious black locomotive comes and takes the trucks away. It's described as beetle-like, and no one we can talk to has ever seen it. With all this new money, the railway decided to expand up to Elfstead Castle and Rumblin Bridge. Rusty, who was the main maintenance engine, began to become tired after having to clear out the quarry and repair this line and build 2 new branch lines. So they brought a second locomotive. Well, they brought 2 of these locomotives and combined them into the engine Fred. Though Fred is a lazy locomotive, so yes, he did work, but he's very lazy, and Rusty is not like Fred at all. Rumblin Bridge would be completed as the new top station at the top of the new loop line. Passenger work was good, and now the Skarloey Railway is a passenger railway. Though with all this new passenger work and the new branch line itself, they needed new engines. They bought a double ferry locomotive known as Mighty Mac to become number 10. The reason is you have the original 6. Ivo Hugh is number 7. That was already, set in stone. Number 8 is Duke. Number 9 is Fred. So Mighty Mac is number 10. And number 11, Freddie, who was the old Minnesota engine, who was finally tracked down and brought back. Good friends with Falcon and Stewart. Number 12, Luke, who was purchased from the Blue Mountain Quarry and has become a Skarloey locomotive. And the 3 of them now haul summer traffic up to Rumblin Bridge and along the loop. And traffic up to the Elfstead Castle, which is why Luke and Millie are good friends, because Luke is usually the one that brings the trains up there, or Millie brings her trains down to Rumblin Bridge. This is basically the route down from the Elfstead Castle has a route that goes down to narrow gauge land, and a whole narrow gauge, even have a narrow gauge dinosaur park. Really cool place. So by 1980, this branch line would all be completed. Millie is usually the groundskeeper locomotive, and Duke is the number 8 of the Skarloey Railway. But most of the time in the summer months, when the Skarloey is not too busy, Duke is loaned out to his Earl's son, his Grace's son, to help out there. Also in the modern day, Jerry and Albert have been tracked down and found sometime around the 2000 teens, and now work at Elfstead Castle. By the 1990s, Ivo Ferrier would finish his 5th completion of his Mark V of his flying bedstead, which is gracefully nicknamed Ivo's Flying Bedstead, which is stationed at his house and has become the railway's number 13. By 1997, Ivo Hugh was officially completed and revealed at Ivo Hugh's retirement, and the engine was named after him, which he was very honored. Though I think Ivo Hughes meets or something. He does not talk at all. Also, yes, Bertram would be rediscovered around the 80s, but he only works at his own little gold mine. Though I do assume on occasion, usually probably special events, he does come over to the Skarloey and Elfstead Castle Railway to talk to his brother Duke and all that. And others, we do see Skarloey and Reneus there during the mine's opening. the gold mine and the main railway are not connected, but the reason we don't really see Bertram too often is because he's at the mine. Which, pleasantly reopened. Now the official Skarloey, the final Skarloey roster in the modern day, and by modern day I mean 2026, is Skarloey number 1, Rhaenyra's number 2, or Rhaenys, Sir Handel number 3, Peter Sam number 4, Rusty number 5, Duncan number 6, who has recent times taken on a new sky blue, the army blue that he really likes. Number 7, Ivor Hugh. Number 8, Duke. Number 9, Fred. Number 10, Mighty Mac. Number 11, Freddie. Number 12, Luke. And number 13, Iowa's Flying Bedstead. In the 1990s, the Thailand Railway, due to overlapping, boiler, the engines had to get their boilers, overhauls and boilers refitted. Basically, their boiler test about every 10 years. About 3 of the locomotives had to do that, including this guy, Mr. What's number 3's name? I am so sorry. I'm not aware of the Thailand Railway names. I don't really know their names. So basically, Sir Handel's brother was not there, and Sir Handel unfortunately did not get to meet his brother. But he would be gone, and he would come back to tell the others his stories. Like how he pulled the Prince and Princess's trains, hit a tree on the line, gained an eye patch, lost his eye, and met Tai Lin, who weirdly doesn't have a face in this universe or something. He would be the first one to go off for a few years, and then Peter Sam would go off for a few years, and then Duncan in 2001 would go off, and only return in 2011. And he had a great stay. After this, swap the two railways would be more sparse, not only lasting a week at the most. Like in, celebrations. In modern times, 2024, modern times, Sir Handel would finally meet his brother, Sir Hayden. Came back to me. Sir Hayden, that's his name. Because of just ironic enough conditions, Sir Handel and Sir Hayden have never met each other before. So they would meet each other for the first time in 2024, over 100 years, 150 years after they met, so, they were built. So yeah, it took them long enough. Carr, a young upstart, would race Sir Handel to Blinglass, as Carr would win. Also, Terry 55 would be there. Lamenting Carr's status in the legendary history of the railway series. The Skarloey Railway is a wonderful railway, and I'm happy to make this video about a year and a half later. And the Skarloey Railway is just so... it means something in my heart. So I am happy to finish this video now, and we'll see how the Skarloey Railway evolves over time, and any new engines are added and stuff. So there might be a part 3 in 20 years. Like, subscribe, and see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.